Guys, I am back with Proximity Part 2, if you'd like. You can understand me? The Slender Man asked. I gave a meek little nod. His shoulders rose and fell like a laugh. Oh, good. I hate needing to write everything I need to say, he nodded at me. My sister told me that she couldn't understand him, so it was odd that I could. I found a little piece of wood on the side of the house, and absentmindedly started to whittle with while I listened to the explanations. Apparently, Masky had turned to my sister for unnecessary help. He was some sort of pet to the Slender Man. The two had a bit of a brawl, and eventually Carol handed Masky over to the Slender Man to be reclaimed. Seeing as the Slender Man wasn't human, I guess it was alright for him to keep a human as a pet. Slendy, as I call him, told me that he intended to remove harmful humans from the picture and that he was getting ready to start collecting them. I just need to get the quiet room ready, he said. I thought about Jeff. If Slenderman could control people's minds, then maybe he could help Jeff. I mulled the idea over in my head. Maybe you could help an old friend of mine, I asked. Slendy looked down at me. I could also deal with the woman who killed your friend if you'd like. I smiled and nodded. A large white hand ruffled my hair. I didn't even flinch. It was the most natural thing in the world to me. I came to think of Slendy as my grandfather, noble, stern, caring, and mysterious. I felt like a little kid again, and it was the first time I felt happy since my friend died. Maybe I could help take him down, I said, in almost like a 9-year-old girl, like I used to be. River! Carol started. Carol, I'm 23. I can choose this if I wanted to. Carol turned to Slendy, who in turn shrugged and wrote something on a piece of paper. It read, I'm not doing anything. This is her choice, and you should respect it. Carol grumbled, but agreed. If it makes you feel better, I'm a self-defense instructor. I can hold my own just as well as you, I said. She nodded and peered at what I just whittled. I glanced down at my work. It was a mask. It had small slits across the eyes so that one could see through it, carved hint of a mouth, and a smooth, carved inside for comfort. And Slendy reached down and lifted it out of my hands. Curiously, I looked up at him. He held it to my face, and the proxies nodded. Cute, he said. May I make a few alternations, he asked. I nodded. He asked for a green stain, string, and a strip of metal. I watched as the tendrils and hands got to work. He fastened the metal in the middle where the nose should be, stained the wood green, and attached the string firmly. He nodded in satisfaction and placed the mask over my face and tied it. I touched the hardened surface. It's all right. What are you going to call her, Master? Hoodie asked curiously. She's not a proxy, Hoodie, but if she's going to work with us, we need to make sure she's safe, Slendy replied. I smiled under my mask. Hoodie then looked me over. Too bad. I really hoped you joined us, he said disappointed. Masky patted his shoulder. They exchanged looks and dragged me off. Hey, what the heck are you doing? Slendy, help! Slendy attempted to grab Masky, who, out of reflex, dodged it. Slendy? They rooted through my bag, labeled outdoor wear until they found a pleather jacket and a pair of jeans. They hustled me off to my sister's washroom, encouraged me to put those on. When I was in private, so I did. The brown studded jacket and faded blue jeans made a good defense against attacks. This thing's moving. Damn it. I emerged in my new garb, and the proxies looked satisfied. Slendy lifted me with a tendril and examined me. It'll do for now, but I'll have my brother fix it. Oh, and do not call me Slendy, he said. I thought about it. This thing had a brother? What's the name of your friend anyway? Jeffrey what? Jeff the Killer? The proxies all said in unison. I nodded. Slendy looked towards the ceiling. Come to think about it, how did he get in my sister's house? Did he shrink? My ultimate prize, Slendy mused. Huh? My sister and I said in unison. The proxies explained that Jeff and Slendy had fought before, and since then, Slundy has been trying to find and capture Jeff. He wanted a proxy due to the heavy fighting. I looked at myself in the mirror for a moment. An awful memory came back to me. My shoulder-length hair was grabbed in the fight I was with it when my shoulder-length hair was grabbed in the fight with the girl. If she could grab me like that, so could Jeff. Carol, do you have any scissors I could use? I asked. What for? Carol looked me over. My hair is too long. She set me down on a chair. Everyone gathered around as she trimmed and snipped, styled and cut. A few quick brushes across my head and the last stray strands flew off. I stood and looked myself over. Yes, this would work nicely. A bob style of hair. My green mask pair that was studded leather trench coat. Then I can't say that. Damn it. Denim jeans and leather gloves. I would be a force to reckon with.